Hi, I'm David Ake with AP Photos. There was a bit of a kerfuffle at the White House this week over the visit of British Prime Minister Gordon Brown. Normally when a head of state visits, we get an Oval Office photo op followed by an East Room press conference, and sometimes we shoot the walk from the Oval Office to the press conference. Well, this time the East Room press conference didn't happen. The British press took note of it, so the walk from the Oval became very important, and we shot the heck out of it. So for This Week in Photos, I give you Walk With Me. Before we take our walk, let's set it up, with President Obama and Prime Minister Brown's meeting in the Oval Office. This meeting lasted so long that photographer Gerald Herbert had enough time to take several pictures. This vertical, a nice horizontal of the two leaders talking, and by swinging around to the side, he was able to make this really nice, tight image of the Prime Minister listening to the President. After the meeting came the most photographed walk of the week. Two photographers were assigned to the task. Ron Edmonds was stationed in the Rose Garden, where he could move and pivot with the leaders. He started with them leaving the Oval Office, walking past the Cabinet Room, turning the corner to walk past the press room, and he finally shot this profile as they walked past his position. Ron also placed a remote camera at ground level between the columns to make two more images of the walk, this vertical and this horizontal. Both were shot with the same camera, just cropped differently. Gerald Herbert was stationed at the end of the colonnade, where he couldn't easily move. His only choice was to use his zoom lens to make this wide image and then zoom in for a tighter look. This wasn't the only famous walk of the week. Susan Walsh was present to make actor Brad Pitt as he arrived in the U.S. Capitol for a meeting with Speaker Nancy Pelosi. Okay, enough with the walking. Up on the Hill this week, Fed Chairman Ben Bernanke testified before the Senate Budget Committee. Susan Walsh shot from knee level with a wide-angle lens to make this image of Bernanke testifying with a perfectly aligned row of listeners in the background. And Scott Applewhite caught this telling glare of USB bank official Mark Branson waiting to testify before a Senate committee investigating offshore banking and tax evasion. We'll circle back to the White House to wrap up this week's slideshow. Gerald Herbert couldn't quite get the angle he wanted to make this picture of President Obama with Governor Kathleen Sebelius. He couldn't easily move, so he cleverly used the reflection in a giant mirror to capture the angle he wanted. At casual glance, it's hard to tell it's a reflection, except for Mr. Obama's lapel pin is on the wrong side. On the Washington Photo Desk, I'm David Ake, Associated Press.